Here we are, episode 10. Flipping PCs, freshly tanned, moisturized, in our lane, and whatever else people say. Hey guys, it's Chris with Tech Vibe, and today we are on episode 10 of Flipping PCs until we can buy our dream car. What's our dream car? Guys, I've told you 10 times now. Keep up. But if you're a first timer, it's this car right here, the DMC Delorean from Back to the Future, one of my favorite movies. I love this movie, okay? I do, I love it. We got a lot of flipping PCs to do to get this thing because we are going to be using our profits from flipping PCs to buy this $50,000 car. So yeah, it's $50,000. Check it right here, $50,000. That's a lot, and that's for the more, it's a new model, I guess. So if we went to found one and actually was working, I guess we could go that route. But we're trying to get one that's no mileage, basically don't have to do much of anything to, because, well, I just want to be able to drive this thing when I get it. Now, there are some issues I already know about with this thing, possible that I might have to fix up. Here nor there, don't care. We're still gonna get our dream car, flipping these PCs. Now for today, we are going to be getting closer to our goal of these PCs, and we're gonna be doing it with this computer here. Now for today's PC, this is what we are gonna be working with. We have 16 gigabytes of RAM from Ballistic, a 1 terabyte M.2, a 2700X CPU from Ryzen, an X470, a Dark Rock CPU cooler, a Monotech case with RGB in the front, a 1080 GTX, some orange cables that I used from a build a long time ago. I don't even know what they were. It was for this video right here. Check it out if you feel like it. A 750 watt modular power supply. Now today we're gonna be experimenting just a little bit because when I do build these PCs, I try to add a little bit of extra flair in there for the most part, so it draws attention and it gets bought fairly quickly, and I can ask a little bit more for these prices that I do, and I don't have to catch too much flack from too many people. Now there's definitely always some people that try me in the DMs and try to tell me how I'm wrong about my prices and yada yada yada, but hey, tell me I'm wrong all you want. When people buy it, I'm not that wrong, am I? Huh? I hope you find this, you people that message me. You people that try to tell me, oh, you're charging too much, it's not worth it. Shut your mouth. You're mad because I won't sell it to you, so you can try to flip and do what I'm doing. Not happening, buddy. I'm the flipper of Colorado Springs. But anyway, I digress. We're gonna get a PC built today, but you guys might be curious what I actually spent on these things, and I probably could have told you that when I was going over parts, but I didn't. So we're gonna do it now. So for the CPU and motherboard, we spent $100, actually pretty decent. RAM that we got here, we actually didn't spend anything on. I used this in a build a long time ago, and it's just been sitting in my inventory. The M.2, we spent $40 on. The graphics card I actually got for free for doing some work. I know I've gotten quite a bit of graphics cards for free for doing work for people around here. It's actually mostly from the same dude that I did a lot of work for, so grateful to him for these just kind of supplying. But there might possibly be an issue with this graphics card. Now, there was some overheating that this thing was doing according to him, and I tried to go in and try to fix it. At this point, I should have fixed the overheating issues. You can see when I did take this thing apart to try to get in here and check it out, make sure it was okay, that it does have some visible damage on the die, because you can tell it definitely did some overheating. But anyway, as long as the new thermal paste I've applied here and nothing else was already wrong with this thing, we shouldn't have any issues. But TBD, we don't know. Power supply I actually got from the same dude. Don't know if it works. It should, but we're gonna find out. TBD, a lot of TBD stuff. Look, when you're dealing with used parts, a lot of it can be TBD. I don't know. I hope that no problems come up today. I don't want them. I just want to make this thing super clean, super easy, and get out and make our profits. For our old faithful CPU cooler that you guys have seen in quite a few builds, we spent $16. This is a great CPU cooler. I think if you're going air cool route and you are trying to do some flip skis and you want to get something just a little bit better in stock, I like this one. And for our case, the Monotech case, we actually picked this up used. We got it from some person that tried to do some build and something was wrong. I don't know, yada yada, something with a motherboard they tried to use. 40 bucks. Already has RGB fans in there and some other fans that we're just gonna try to leave it like it is. So we're gonna be doing minimal work here and try to go maximum profits. Minimum work, maximum profits. What do we think we'll get for the PC? I don't know. We're gonna be gunning for 550, may possibly take an offer at 500 to 520. I don't know, we're gunning for 550 though, because Dad needs a new pair of shoes. And when I say shoes, I mean we're trying to get this car, so. All right. Ever told you guys how much I just love power tools? I actually used to have this board way back when, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of it. Not because it's wrong, there's anything wrong with it, there's not. It's just this. This is what I have a problem with. Their little design here, you've got to do like a 3-part uninstall or screw in type of deal just to get it going. Don't like it. Oh, CPU cooler. Honestly, I feel kind of bad bare bones in this thing, to be honest. I know that's definitely not what I usually do, but we were trying to maximize profits. Looks like our RGB fans are already hooked up. Here we come. Here we come. This thing's gonna have a lot of empty space in it. The greatest technician in the world. Guys, I'd appreciate it if we just acted like that didn't happen. All right. I thought it might be funny. At this point of the stage, at this point of the game, we've built it. Now they just gotta come. If you guys see this, maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't, I don't know. The last thing that happened was this thing started catching fire. If you guys can see this little melty right here. Well, you know, there can only be one culprit, this little switch right here. I'm starting to think that these people actually had the same issue when they tried to hook up their computer to this case. They just didn't know what they were doing. And didn't know what the problem was, just smelled fire and like, oh, something's wrong with the motherboard. No, couldn't be that easy, guys. I knew it. I knew it deep down in my plums. Getting a nice bluish hue. Well, two things. Turns out we did have a CPU cable. I thought I had one. So we'll put that in there. Get a little bit more color in there. And the other thing is I don't have the daisy chain that I thought I did. So I gotta buy one. So let's do that. Okay, so it took forever, but looks like that GPU's working. So that's a good time. Let's get Windows on here. Test this thing out. Looks kind of clean with that orange in there, I think. Nice little touch. So we ran into a problem. Now, if you guys thought this was going to be one of those videos where everything just went great, it wasn't. It wasn't one of those videos. Nothing went right here because the graphics card did not perform as it was supposed to. It kept overheating. Games would freeze. It was just an issue, and I couldn't figure out why it continued to overheat. Didn't matter what I did, replacing all the pads and the paste. There was no solving this. So maybe we'll explore it in a different video. Long story short, I had to use another graphics card. 1080 came from the same sort of inventory that I had done work for, so nothing's changed cost-wise. But I'm just out of a graphics card this time, so that sucks for me. But also sucks for me, ended up being out a hard drive, not on this PC, but the PC that I regularly use. It was showing my gameplay for this PC, and it corrupted. I don't have have it anymore, so you guys don't get to watch it, which that's annoying. So what I'm going to do is put another flip video into this. So where this wooden one had been 11, you guys are getting on 10, so you're getting a 2-for-1er.
Well, there it is. 530, making profit.
Now getting right into the build that I mentioned to you guys. Now here we have an X570 with a 5600X and a 1080 Ti for the GPU. Now you may recognize this GPU here. This was actually from episode 9. We didn't have to sell this with the PC that we sold because the guy that was buying it, one of our friends, decided he wanted to go with a different route of a GPU. So we were able to use it in this one. No money cost, no money spent there. Good for us. But we do have the gameplay, as I mentioned, for this PC. So we're going to go ahead and get into that, let you guys see that, and then show you guys the flip, the figures, the profits that we made on this system. And you saw the ones from before, 2 profits, 1 video. Let's go. For this PC, we've got 32 gigs of RAM. We've got the Ryzen 5700X. And for our GPU, we have the GTX 1080 Ti. Might be a little bit hard to see. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. There it is.
Let them come. Let them brawl. Let them face the insurmountable might of the Helldivers. Not today!
Got my boys.
Weaponry!
Sending an eagle!
I'm on it! No! I'm on it! Requesting air support!
Got the king. Was on Monty.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. What?
That dude should have died way earlier than that. All right, so we're selling this computer today. Someone's on the way to come pick it up. We are selling this thing for $600. Not gonna be a bad profit. Not too bad. We'll be here in a little bit, and we'll get it to him, and we'll go over it. So as you guys can see, computer's been sold. Got the cash, 600 buckies. Not a bad day, to be honest. But you know, I did have to throw these videos together, so I'm sorry about that. Had a hard drive crash on me and lost all the gameplay, so the kind of flow that I'd been following for these PC builds was kind of ruined when I didn't have the footage to show me testing it. So, you know, I'm just smashing this one together, putting 2 flips in, 2 profits in 1 video. You know, it should be a episode 11 right now, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes this stuff happens, and you know, you just roll with it. You do what you got to do. So profits in total, I'll put it on the screen here, is how much we've made over these 2 PC builds and profit we are in total. And you know, we're gonna keep flipping PCs. It's been a little slow recently. Haven't been able to find really good deals. You know, I was able to spitfire them a bit more just because I'd been collecting parts for a while now before I started this series, and I was finding good deals, and I was just kind of sitting on parts. So, you know, I already had stuff to just kind of fire out the belt, but now I'm having to do a little bit more digging to find stuff, and you know, it'll take a little bit longer, but we're still gonna get there, guys. Don't worry about it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more. We got more stuff coming. I am in kind of a delay right now. I'm actually in the process of moving. Again, just moving a little bit north town, not leaving Colorado, so we'll still be here. Hope you can like, hope you can subscribe, and if not, well, hope to catch you in another one.